grow your business. But as powerful as business credit can be for you, a lot of people just don't know enough or understand enough or believe enough in business credit because they don't know enough about business credit to be able to realize how powerful it is. So right now, what I want to do is just debunk some of the most common misconceptions that are out there about business credit so you see what business credit can do for your business. You can actually see today how business credit can help your business fund itself without you needing to use personal credit and personal guarantees and all this other stuff that you need to use to qualify for so many other different types of financing. So we got a lot to cover. By the end of this, you're going to know exactly what business credit could do, the power of it, and we'll dive in a little bit of how to get it, and we'll debunk all the myths and misconceptions out there so you know exactly how powerful business credit can be for you. So first of all, common myth. Business credit and personal credit are the same or very similar, somewhat accurate, somewhat not. Business credit has a lot of differences than personal credit. First of all, it's way faster to build than consumer credit. So consumer credit scores are based on 5 different components, right? How you pay, how long you've had credit for, inquiries, credit mix, stuff like that, right? So, and utilization as well. So business credit only is factored on one thing, how you pay your bills. That's it. So all we have to do to get good business credit scores is we got to get accounts that report to the business credit reporting agencies. That alone gives us a good score. That score and that profile that's established alone can start getting us credit. So what that means is it means we can start to build the business credit profile and literally start to get high limit credit cards within 1 week of starting to build business credit. Once those accounts report in about 30 days, then it opens up like credit with most major retailers. So we can build credit super, super fast in the business credit world compared to the consumer credit world because our scores are only based on how we pay. All we do is got to get accounts that report to the reporting agencies. That paying of those accounts gives us a good score, and we can start using that score to get all kinds of high limit accounts. Now, business credit and personal credit, some similarities. Equifax and Experian are 2 common reporting agencies in both worlds. Dun & Bradstreet is the biggest in the business space, doesn't exist in the consumer space. TransUnion doesn't exist in the consumer space. So some differences there as well. Our credit reports for a business will have multiple scores on them. Our credit reports for a business won't tell us the credit issuer's name. They'll just tell us the category of the credit that we're actually getting. Our business credit reports will not show our credit limits. They'll show the recent amount of credit we're using. Okay, that way motivating us to use more of the credit because that's what helps our reports. So some similarities and some big differences between consumer credit and commercial credit, which I think can help you. By the way, if you're just coming in, tell me where you're coming in from. I would love to give you a shout out right here on the live stream. So next myth we want to dive into, small businesses don't need business credit. Well, there's a lot of reasons you want to consider business credit. First of all, you can get business credit when you can't get any other kind of lending. Let's just start there. If you have credit issues, if you're a startup, if you don't have collateral, these things work against you in trying to get loans or credit lines. It's hard to get financing if you don't have one of those lendable strengths that lenders look at. But what's interesting about business credit is that it's not just that you can get approved, even if you can't get any other kind of lending. You can get approved for an unlimited amount of business credit. I mean, we have testimonial after testimonial after testimonial of clients that say, hey, look, I was trying to get money, could get nothing. Then I came to Credit Suite. Now I have over $1 million of business credit. So how's that possible? How do you go from not being able to get any money to getting $1 million? Well, that's the power of business credit, is that business credit is the only type of funding that's out there that like doesn't have a cap. There's no limit. If you get a credit line, there's a limit. If you get a loan, there's a loan amount, right? But business credit, you can get business credit card after card after card after card after card for almost anything you need. You can get auto financing, you can get fuel cards, you can get credit cards at almost every major retailer, you can get universal credit like Visa, MasterCard credit, a lot of which, again, doesn't require a personal guarantee and doesn't require a personal credit check. And thanks for coming in from Trenton, New Jersey, and Linnell's here from Atlanta. And again, if you're just coming in, tell me where you're coming in from. So business credit is something that's like a catch-all. Every business can be able to use business credit and access it to get money to grow their business. But here's the other thing. What's interesting is that business credit can help your business fund itself. Here's what I mean by that. If you usually want to get money for your business, you have to go sign a personal guarantee. You have to sign as a guarantor for the loan. You have to rely on your personal credit, your personal income, all these things to be able to qualify. But for business credit, the business itself and the credit profile you're building is what's being used to get you approved. That means we can start with some starter vendors, build an initial credit profile, pay those accounts on time to have a good score. Then we use that profile and score to go get more money. The business is literally funding itself. The credit profile we're creating for the business is being used for the business to qualify for more and more and more credit. And here's what's interesting. The more credit that business gets, the more money becomes available in the business name without your guarantee, without you needing a personal credit check. So business credit really allows your business to fund itself. You don't need any other kind of money. I mean, business credit can pay for 90% of what you need to buy in a business, and you don't need anything like cash flow credit or collateral to qualify. This is why it's so powerful for a small business. But here's the interesting thing to consider. Even if you can get lending, even if you can get loans, you can get credit lines, business credit helps you accomplish three things. It helps you get more approvals, helps you get higher approval amounts, and it helps you get better terms. So even if you can get other lending, business credit unlocks more funding for you. This is why every small business needs business credit, because it's way easier to get than any other kind of loan and credit line. Any business owner can actually qualify for it. Business credit allows your business to fund itself. Business credit gives you the ability to get more money through loans and credit lines and better terms. This is why really every small business should have business credit, and it should be building it from the ground up from day one. Look, if you read Sam Walton's book about the founding of Walmart, he was using business credit to found Walmart. Business credit is the biggest source of capital into Walmart today, even more than all shareholder value. If you look at Apple, if you look at Amazon, if you look at any of these companies, they all have business credit reports with hundreds of accounts. They're getting as big as they are because they're using business credit to get there, the same as you can build business credit to be able to escalate your growth as well. And somebody say, hey, I need help finding the startup vendors. So some startup vendors are Uline, Granger, is another really good one. Another one is CEO Creative. So those are a few starter vendors that you can get started with that I really like. Granger, Uline, CEO Creative. They're easy to get approved with. They sell stuff that you're going to want and need. And they're great starter vendors that will approve you without a personal guarantee and without a personal credit check. And if you have a question or need, type it into the chat. Let me get it addressed now. So one large business credit, only large businesses can build business credit. Another misconception that I constantly hear. And that's not true at all. It's interesting because it's the opposite. What I mean is a lot of people believe you have to be big to build business credit, but it's actually the opposite. You have to build business credit to get big. And here's what I mean by that. There's no large privately or publicly owned company in this country that doesn't have business credit. None of them. They all have business credit established, 100% of them. So it goes to show that they're all leveraging business credit to be able to grow. You have to be able to build business credit and get it to grow. None of the largest companies out there have grown to where they are without it. But you don't need to be big to get it. So as I just disclosed, there's some starter vendors right there that any business can get. And your size doesn't matter. Your revenue doesn't matter. Your time in business doesn't matter. What matters is that you get some accounts that report on the business credit reports. You continue to add more accounts. The more accounts on there, the more credit becomes available for you. So even a brand new startup business, if you just started your LLC today, you could be getting business credit tomorrow to be able to grow your company. Any business can get it, but credit is in tiers. So what I mean by that is when you start building business credit, you're in tier 1. Then as that credit reports, then you can get tier 2 credit, tier 3 credit, tier 4 credit. So what that means is it means the more credit you get on your reports, the more credit becomes available for you as well. Hey, Bertha, thank you very much for coming in and saying hello. And again, tell me where you're coming in from. Give me a shout out. Even give me your company name, and I'll give you a shout out right here on the live stream, whether it be live or after. Thousands of people see this, sometimes tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of people. So let me give you a shout out right here on the stream. Just type in your company name and I'll do so. So another myth is that good personal credit score guarantees business credit approval. So let's talk about this. Here's what's interesting. If you're building business credit the right way, your personal credit doesn't even matter. There's no inquiry on your credit report. They're not looking at your personal credit report. Your personal credit quality has nothing to do with your ability to actually go in and get approved. So good personal credit doesn't make a difference when it comes to business credit. You're still able to get approved for business credit no matter how good or bad your personal credit may be. Now, even if you have good personal credit and you want to provide a guarantee, it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to get the credit card that you're actually applying for. But if you want a stronger guarantee to be able to get approved for the credit you want to get, then you should work on improving your consumer credit and you should work on building your business credit. But don't forget, you can get business credit regardless of personal credit quality. You can get business credit even when there is no personal, or you can get business credit even without a personal credit check. So your business credit quality has nothing to do with your ability to actually secure business credit. Now, a lot of people think that business credit is only important when it comes to getting loans, but that's not true at all. Yes, business credit will help you get loans. Yes, business credit will help you get credit lines. Why? Because lenders pull it. Think about it. If you go to get a mortgage, a car loan, a consumer credit card, you and I both know the lender and the credit issuer is pulling your personal credit report. We know that to be true. But for some reason, a lot of business owners don't know that to be true with your business credit reports. But it's the same thing. If you go to get a loan, a credit line, a business credit card, you are going to have your business credit checked. Lenders and credit issuers are going to look at your business credit, and it's going to be as important to your approval as consumer credit is to getting consumer credit loans, credit cards, lines as well. So you've got to be able to build business credit because it's not just important to help you get loans. As we've discussed, business credit can help your business fund itself. You can get $1 million plus in credit limits just using business credit, just by building your credit profile and getting more and more credit. And then you continue to get more and more credit, and it grows and grows and grows. But by building business credit, it does help you get loans and credit lines. Lenders look at those reports, and they look at those reports, your business credit reports, to determine if you should be approved, how much money you should get, and the rates and terms you'll be approved for. So if you want to get approved, and if you want to get approved for more money, business credit's the answer. But here's the interesting thing. It also turns the table on the lenders. And here's what I mean. Right now, if you're trying to get money for your business, you are chasing. You're chasing lenders. You're chasing credit issuers. That's not what our clients do. Our clients sit and wait, because as they build their business credit reports, they start getting pre-screened offers. That's what lenders are looking at. Lenders are looking at Dun & Bradstreet, for example, data to determine if you qualify. And if so, they start sending you pre-screened offers. You start getting flooded with offers for loans, offers for credit lines, offers for credit cards. So business credit unlocks the opportunity for you to get funding. It gets lenders to chase you instead of you trying to chase after lenders. And Ken Big Blake is in the house from Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks for coming in. And check the chat, because we dropped our guide that's been downloaded over 1 million times in there for building business credit. As a matter of fact, I'm going to throw up a QR code for you right now. If you're interested in building business credit, you also might want to come to our business credit building challenge, because we've actually got a business credit building challenge coming up very soon. And you can register by going to businesscreditbuildingchallenge.com, businesscreditbuildingchallenge.com, or just scan the QR code on the screen. So another myth is that a high revenue guarantees good business credit. And that's not the case at all. Look, as a lot of people think they have business credit when they just simply do not have business credit. And what I mean by that is I talk to a lot of business owners that are $1 million or $1 million in revenue, $3 million in revenue, $5 million in revenue. But the problem is that they don't actually have any business credit established when they think that they do. And by the way, the QR code I just threw up is for our business credit building challenge that starts Monday. So make sure you scan this really quick, because I'm going to take it off, or go to businesscreditbuildingchallenge.com. So again, with business credit, what's nice is that you actually have the ability to be able to get approved as you build your business credit profile and score without even needing any revenue. There's no revenue verification. And just because you build a business worth $1 million, $3 million, $10 million doesn't mean you have business credit. Look, the majority of business credit accounts do not report to the business credit reporting agencies. So what that means is it means a lot of people build their business and think they have business credit when they actually have no business credit established. So to help you get through that, you've got to actually intentionally build business credit. You've got to intentionally get accounts that report on your business credit reports. You can go to creditsuite.com/monitoring to be able to monitor your business credit reports. You should be monitoring your business credit reports to see the accounts showing up on your credit report. And the more that is on your business credit reports, the more it opens up your ability to get money. So getting approval for business credit is based on how much you have on your business credit reports right now. It's not based on your revenue. And by having revenue worth $10 million does not mean you have business credit either. You probably don't if you haven't intentionally been building business credit. So go to creditsuite.com/monitoring to be able to get your credit reports, see what's on there now. And don't forget, just because you build your business doesn't mean you're building your business credit. So make sure you check out businesscreditbuildingchallenge.com. It's our 100% free event. Takes place next Monday, where we dive in and start helping you build your business credit. I mean, it's a soup to nuts 3-day challenge where we walk you through every single aspect of building your business credit. And also make sure you check out creditsuite.com/consult for a 100% free business credit building assessment where we'll see where you are now and give you tips and tactics to successfully build your business credit. Thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you Monday at our Business Credit Building Challenge. You can register for free at businesscreditbuildingchallenge.com. Thanks.